When we were very new to Vishakhapatnam, there was so many services that I had to do because there were very few devotees. So it was not like I had one department. I have to do the puja, I have to do the marketing, I have to do the fund collection, then I have to count tulsi malas, count japa beads, give them the stock, what is the missing. And then I had a little child. So carry him, then feed him. It was like so many things happening that I didn't even have a time to breathe. With a little child, sometimes the whole night you can't sleep. Then again get up in the morning, pick up the phones. This continues, the phone keeps ringing. So when I went to Mayapur, I was like, wow, just doing chanting. Take prasadam, do chanting. Wow, maybe this is how spiritual life is supposed to be. So when there was one Swamiji was giving a class and I asked him a question, and I have so much service, I'm not getting time, I asked him. He said, you want time for what? Are you not completing your rounds? I'm completing my rounds. Then what do you want time for? I don't know, for that one fraction of a second, I just thought, exactly, what do I want time for? I'm just doing Krishna's service. This is what I'm supposed to do. That is what I've engaged my life, I've dedicated my life for, to be busy for Krishna from morning to night. And then he told me something so profound. The moment you have time for yourself, that means you're going to give space to Maya. Do you want time for Maya? I said, no, I just wanted to read the scriptures deeply. He laughed and he said, try doing it without seva. How, you will fall in Maya. And I personally did that in my life. When I had a little surgery in my back, so I had to just lie down on the bed. And then I was like, okay, maybe this is a good time, no service, and I can only keep reading. And I tried doing that and I understood that, no, our senses need service. Only chanting and reading, no. The bead and the broom has to go together. My Siksha Guru used to always tell me, if you don't carry the broom, then you can't chant with the beads. And if you have not chanted properly, then you won't get the privilege to hold the broom for Krishna. And for the rest of my life, I always remember that. The broom and the bead has to go simultaneously. The day I think I'll keep the broom and simply do beads, it's not going to work. And the day I simply broom and I remove my beads and don't do my prescribed 16 rounds, the broom is going to become very, very mechanical. It has to go together. Temptations come when you give space for Maya. The best way to save ourselves from temptation is to keep ourselves busy. So Prabhupada is very kind. He's made our life so engaging and our senses are so busy doing so many things for Krishna that there is no place for Maya. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.